I get it. You have a lot on your plate. You have a lot of responsibilities and obligations, and sometimes it feels like you don't have enough time for self-care. Or when you do have a few minutes to yourself, you don't even know what to do because you feel so overwhelmed by all the things you already have going on. But here's the thing, self care can be simple. Self care means that we're taking action to preserve or improve our health mentally, physically, spiritually, or emotionally. What's self care for me might be different than what's self care for you. What's self care for you one day might be different than what self care is for you on another day. But the most important piece of all of this is that we're actually paying attention to ourselves or paying attention to our own needs and that we're honoring our own needs. Because when we are purpose driven high performers, when we're people who care about others, who care about making a positive impact in the world, it's easy to put ourselves on the back burner. It's easy for us to neglect our own self and spend all of our time and energy focusing on other people, trying to do good in the world. And while I commend you for that, and I think that it is important that each of us does our part to make a positive impact in the world, it is also important for each of us to take care of our own needs, to take care of ourselves in the way that we need day to day. And so, as I'm saying this, you might already be feeling overwhelmed of like, oh, I don't want to add one more thing to my plate. So, I want to share one of my most favorite and accessible ways to practice self care, and that's intentional breathing. And we're going to do some of that right now. Let's take a deep breath. Breathing all the way in and all the way out. And just start to notice. Notice how you're feeling and notice how your body is being supported, whether you're sitting or lying or walking around. Feel those points of connection. And so breathing and noticing. Again, self care is taking action to preserve or improve our health mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Breathing is so powerful. But today, instead of talking about all of the benefits of intentional breathing, I'm going to invite you to notice how it feels for you. So, as we're just getting started with this practice, notice how you're feeling. Notice things like tension, stress, mind chatter. That's like how many thoughts we have swirling around in our brain, how focused we feel. Notice any emotions that might be present. Notice sensations that are present in the body. So I'm inviting you to check in and notice. And then as we do the practice and at the end of the practice, notice if anything shifts for you. So breathing all the way in, all the way out. Right now we're just breathing with intention, with a little bit more length. And now I'll invite you to breathe in and out of the nostrils as long as that's accessible for you. Breathing in and out of the nostrils. And start to lengthen out your breath a little bit more. Really take your time to breathe all the way in and all the way out. So we're doing this for a couple of minutes today during this practice. I'm going to show you a couple of different ways of breathing intentionally. But notice if there's one practice, one style of breathing that feels better than the others that you might want to just remember and take with you into the rest of your day, into your week, into your life. Or sometimes you already know all of these breathing practices, but you just needed a little reminder to actually do them. So we're breathing all the way in, all the way out. And every time you exhale, see if you can allow your body to soften a little bit more. See if you can let your body soften and release, relax any tension that you might be holding, any tension you might be carrying around with you, any effort that's not needed right now. Let it go. Breathing in and out. And so I like this breath practice because it's really simple. Intentionally breathing all the way in and all the way out. It can be helpful to do before going into important conversations or meetings or before we're doing something that we know is going to be stressful or doing it when we notice that we're feeling a little activated, a little stressed out, a little anxious. We intentionally breathe. to help regulate the nervous system, to help bring us back into this state of clarity and calm and groundedness, being present, helping us feel more clarity, more focus. And now let's change it up a bit. Just breathe in whatever way your body wants to breathe. And we're going to add a pause. So at the end of your in breath, pause. And then at the end of your out breath, pause. So you're going to breathe all the way in. You don't have to breathe at the same pace as me. You're going to breathe all the way in. Pause at the end of your in breath, and then breathe all the way out. Still breathing out of the nostrils, and pause at the end of your out breath before breathing in again. Do that a couple more rounds of breath. So we're breathing with intention and pausing. Again, something so accessible that we can do just about anytime, anywhere. And notice how your body feels as you're breathing in this way. Do this breath one more time and see if maybe you can relax your body a little bit more. After that last round of breath, go ahead and do a little bit of movement. Roll your shoulders, your neck, your back. All right. And now we're going to breathe and move together. This next practice, this next opportunity to practice self care, preserving or improving our health and well being mentally, physically, spiritually, or emotionally. So hopefully this will feel good for you. Breathing in a way that when you're breathing in, your shoulders are rolling forward, up, and as you breathe out, rolling back, down, and around. And now see if you can breathe in and out a little bit more fully. Breathing in through the nose, out of the mouth, rolling the shoulders up, around, back, and down. Notice how much tension you feel here. Maybe there's nothing, but maybe as you're rolling, you realize that you've been carrying around tension here. Rolling up, around, back, and down. One more time. Huh. When you're done, maybe see if it feels good to stretch your neck as you are breathing. Breathing all the way in, all the way out. Noticing how your body feels here. And then bring it back center. So we did our intentional breathing of slowly breathing in and out. We did our breathing with the pause at the end of the in breath and the end of the out breath. We did our rolling of the shoulders as we breathed all the way in and all the way out. And now I'll invite you to breathe in through the nostrils, out of the mouth. And as you breathe out of the mouth, let your whole jaw like soften down. Okay, so breathing in. And as you breathe out, every time, feel your body relaxing and releasing a little bit more. Breathing all the way in, all the way out, letting your body soften and release. One more time. Now just breathe and check in and notice. We did simple things that can be done just about anytime, anywhere. Simple things that can be considered self-care. Simple things that can preserve or improve our health. Here's my reminder for you. Self-care doesn't have to take a long time for it to be impactful. The most important thing is that you're checking in with yourself and that you actually believe that you are worthy of self-care, that you are worthy of investing in. Because there will always be more things that we could be doing, more ways that we could be contributing or serving, helping others. But if we are not taking care of ourselves, it's not gonna be sustainable. We're gonna burn out. We're gonna lose that passion and motivation that we have for doing good and contributing if we are not nourished and cared for ourselves. So I hope this was helpful. I hope that it was a gentle nudge to remind you to make time for self care when you invest in yourself, mentally, physically, spiritually, or emotionally. Thanks for being here. Keep going out there, making a positive impact in the world, and remember to take care of yourself and others along the way. Bye.